Hey, what's going on everybody? It's Jonathan and welcome back to another video. In this one we're going to be taking a look at a couple different cases for the Galaxy S6 from a company that goes by the name of Verus. And the cases we're going to be looking at are the iron bumper and the iron shield. Now these cases are extremely similar, which is why I'm covering them both in one video, and they retail anywhere between 17 bucks all the way up to $23, and you can find that link in the description below. Now inside the box all you're going to get is a certificate of authenticity and then the cases themselves. So starting with the iron shield, let's go ahead and go through the installation process. What you're going to want to do is fit the TPU material around the Galaxy S6 and then slide the bumper on from front to back. Now you're going to have to finagle it a lot and go from corner to corner and edge to edge to make sure everything lines up perfectly, especially the buttons, because it does come with built-in buttons, which I'll cover in just a minute, but you're going to want to make sure they're lined up correctly, otherwise you're not going to get great functional performance out of your buttons. Now unlike most cases that are two-part series cases like this, I would say just leave it assembled and then slide your phone in it, but it didn't work correctly for me, especially with that aluminum bumper. Now a quick tour around the device, starting with the back. You can see you have a cutout for your camera, your LED flash, and then your heart rate monitor. One thing I want to talk about the back is the texture. It's almost like a threaded fiber type design, and it gives you a really good grip. And if you take a look on the bottom right corner, you can see the Verus logo right there. On the bottom of the case, you're going to find cutouts for your various ports. Now most third-party accessories will work with your micro USB port as well as your 3.5mm headphone jack. Now on the right hand side, you're going to find your dedicated power button, which is built into the case, and then you have some iron shield branding below that. On the left hand side of the case, you're going to find your built-in volume buttons, which are labeled plus and minus, and both the volume buttons and the power button are kind of like in a little groove to give them more of a tactile feel, but I'll cover that in just a minute. At the top of the case, you're going to find a cutout for another microphone and then your IR blaster. So let's talk about those buttons. I love this case, but I hate the buttons. They're way too shallow. As you can see, they're very flush with the case, and on top of that, they're actually very stiff. So you actually have to apply quite a bit of force in order to activate the volume up and down, or even the power button. But nevertheless, the in-the-hand feel of this case is amazing. I love the grip of the back. I love the feel of the metal trim, and it does give you some great protection. On the front, you can see you do have some of that chamfered edge design going on, so you're going to maintain the beautiful design that the Galaxy S6 is known for. Now, the front of the phone does have a small lip, so it's going to give you some decent lay on the table protection if you like to lay your phone face down. But keep in mind, depending on how thick the screen protector you have on your phone depends on how much of that lip will remain. Well guys, that was the iron shield by Verus. If you feel like picking one up, you can hit up the link in the description below. Now let's go ahead and jump straight over to the iron bumper and see what that is all about. The installation of the iron bumper is much easier than the iron shield in the sense that you get to leave these two pieces together. Just make sure that little flap is on the rear part of the phone, and then go corner to corner and edge to edge and work your way all the way around the phone to adjust the bumper as needed and fit it around your phone. And just like the iron shield, make sure you take your time, especially when it comes to the buttons, because you're going to want to make sure they're lined up to get the most functional performance out of them. Now when it comes to the cutouts and the buttons, they're all the same. The biggest difference here, or actually the only difference here, is the fact that this is a bumper and not a case, meaning that the back of the phone is going to be completely exposed. So since the buttons and the cutouts are remaining identical, there's really no reason to give you a full tour around the case because it would be redundant. Now on the back of the case though, you do get 4 little feet to give you some lay on the table protection for the back of your phone. So you're not only going to get it for the front, you're also going to get it for the back. Now in my testing, laying my phone on different surfaces at work, different desks, even dropping it once, I found that the back of my phone never got scratched, so the feet do a decent job at protecting the back of your device. One thing I'm not a fan of is the clear rubber material they used in between the bumper and the phone itself. I wish they would have just used a black TPU material instead, because I'm concerned with it yellowing or fading or even staining over a period of time. Now I did get a mark on mine, but it wiped off easily. This is just a concern for future reference. Unfortunately, since the buttons are identical to the iron shield, they're going to be very flush, and you're going to have to apply quite a bit of force to activate the volume up and down and power buttons. And it's just a bummer because it's such an awesome case to have very poor buttons. But anyways, the case is very minimalistic. It feels great in the hand, and it gives you that feel that the Galaxy S6 has when it's bare bones. And that is the Galaxy S6 Verus iron bumper. And if you feel like picking that up, you can find the link in the description below for that as well. And just a quick tip, you can actually throw a skin on the back of the Galaxy S6 and still fit it in the bumper, and it looks and feels awesome. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, drop me a thumbs up. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down. Let me know why in the comment section. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Follow me on all my social media connections, and of course I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.